Hello, my name is Will Schofield, and first of all, my wife and I live in Hall County. We have 3 children that go to the Hall County schools, and just feel like we're very fortunate to be part of this community. It also happens at this specific point in time that I'm the superintendent of the Hall County School District. The purpose of us getting together and putting together this video this morning is that over the last couple of months the world has changed again in terms of not only as a community standpoint but certainly from a school district standpoint, and that is the tragedies in Newtown, Connecticut, and all of the surrounding media coverage of what happened at that horrific event have caused us yet again to look at everything that we do in terms of keeping our boys and girls safe within our school district. I want to first and foremost say that we have people behind the scenes that are working on a continual basis to try to ensure that our children are as safe as they possibly can be in our schools. This is nothing new to the Hall County School District. We have had an active safety and emergency preparedness arm of our school district office for the last 15 years or so. We have individuals that are constantly reviewing safety and security planning. All of our schools have regular drills, but that does not absolve us from the fact that, again, we truly understand that we're living in a new age, and we are doing even more in the year 2013 to try and keep our boys and girls safe. Let me outline a couple of the things that are going on. First and foremost, we're taking a look at all of our practices. We're taking a look at all of our facilities. We are looking at audits for facilities. We're trying to make sure we have standardized. In spite of what many people will tell you, best practice when it comes to safety and security at schools is constantly changing. We feel incredibly fortunate in the Hall County area that even in our local law enforcement, we have 2 individuals in local law enforcement that are part of the national organizations that talk about schools and school safety in terms of facilities. So we rely on our local law enforcement. We use them often, we use them much, and they are part of all of our planning. That being said, we have full-time school resource officers at all of our middle and high schools. I can't say enough for our previous sheriff's administration and our new sheriff's administration, and that we have dramatically increased patrols and the traffic of going in and out of our elementary schools with our local sheriff's department. And even in the last 45 days, we've begun to have a lot more conversations with groups such as Homeland Security, such as the GBI, such as GEMA, such as FEMA. So rest assured, even though we want to keep our focus on boys and girls coming to school, feeling safe, and enjoying their studies, there's an awful lot of adults that are working hard to ensure that we have best practices in place in terms of safety and security. And speaking of safety and security, your Board of Education takes it very seriously, and we have regular conversations about the safety and security and emergency preparedness of our district and of our individual schools. So much so that in the last 2 weeks, your Board of Education has directed me to form a safety and emergency preparedness district level committee. I think it speaks an awful lot about the Hall County community that I have been flooded with phone calls, with emails, with one-on-one conversations of individuals who'd like to serve on that Safety and Emergency Preparedness Committee. So it behooves me at this point to just be very clear about what the purpose of that committee is. We see this committee forming in 2 phases. Phase 1 will be a very small group of individuals that will get together that are safety and emergency preparedness experts. That group will get together and we'll take a look at everything we do in this district from soup to nuts with the eye of, is it best practices? How can we make it better? How can we standardize and improve our processes and procedures within the Hall County School District? Again, these will be individuals from local law enforcement, from state law enforcement, possibly some national law enforcement representation. We will have some retired military personnel involved whose job for the last 20 years has been to protect installations around the globe. But again, this group will be people that eat, drink, and sleep safety, security, emergency preparedness with an eye for, does the Hall County School District currently have best practice? We then envision a phase 2, and a phase 2 would involve opening up to parents, to community members, to mental health professionals, and yes, even some high school students. Who knows better whether or not our students actually feel safe when they're at school than the students themselves, and we certainly envision including some perspectives of our older students at that time. So again, I want to thank our technology department. They are working extremely hard to put together what we will call an emergency safety and emergency preparedness website. It'll be a place where parents can go and see regular updates about what are we doing within our district to keep our boys and girls safe. It'll be a place that we can hang both local, state, and national resources for safety and emergency preparedness. And so rest assured, your district's leadership, your district's teachers and principals have safety and security at the forefront in all that we do as we move forward. You know, one of the things in this day and age of Web 2.0 and instant information that I think there's a misnomer. We begin to believe that whatever happens in any of our schools at any of our time becomes public information. And I just have to tell you, as an individual who's worked in the public schools for 27 years, we have security issues, we have discipline issues going on a continual basis. And we will continue to follow best practice, which is that information, for the most part, unless other individuals are at risk, will only go as far as the professionals that are directly involved and the families that are directly involved. We have a tremendous responsibility to protect the privacy and to keep the focus of our schools on teaching and learning and the thousands of positive things that are going on a regular basis. So look for the website to be coming up in the near future, Safety, Security, Emergency Preparedness. Personally, I can't tell you what an honor it is for this brief period of time to be able to serve the boys and girls of this community. I thank our staff for what they do on a daily basis, and it's great to be part of the Hall County School District. Thank you.